Hello to all you Hawks from Haverhill, Eagles from Lafayette Meadows, Panthers from Aboit, and hello to even a few Coyotes and Mavericks from Covington and Whispering Meadows. You are all very soon to be Falcons. Welcome to Summit Middle School. Well, not exactly. Welcome to my home principal's office during this time of extended e-learning and social distancing. I know it's very unfortunate. We are unable to hold our official fifth grade visit this school year. Truly, it is one of my very favorite days of the school year. However, we are going to choose to stay positive and make the best of this situation. Why do we hold this fifth grade visit, you may ask? Well, the transition from fifth to sixth grade is an important one. And at Summit Middle School, we don't like to leave too much to chance. So we're providing you with a visit and tour of the building in order to support a successful transition to our school. During this virtual fifth grade visit, we have two learning targets. The first learning target is, hold it in front of you, can you see it? Says, I understand what it means to be a Falcon. All right, that's the first learning target for our visit. And the second learning target is, can you see that? I understand the most important places at Summit. So by the end of our time together today, I hope that you can wrap your mind around both of those learning targets. Typically on Summit's fifth grade visit, students serve as tour guides. And, we make introductions to some very visible staff members. However, for our virtual fifth grade visit, one of Summit's wonderful guidance counselors, Miss Miller, will serve as your tour guide to help you understand the most important places at Summit. That's what Miss Miller will help you to do today. But before we go on our tour, I want to introduce you to Summit's assistant principal, Mr. Pursley, who will help you understand what it means to be a Falcon.
Hello, future Falcons. My name is Mr. Pursley, and I have the privilege of serving as the assistant principal at Summit Middle School. We're all excited to welcome you to the Summit family and look forward to the opportunity to work with you during your middle school years. I'm going to be talking about what it means to be a Falcon. Again, our learning target is I understand what it means to be a Falcon. For starters, we feel it is important for Falcons to get involved in after-school activities. There are a number of reasons to get involved, but at the top of the list is the opportunity to make new friends. At Summit, we have the following activities available for sixth graders. In the fall, you can participate in cross country. In the winter, there's wrestling, swim and dive. In the spring, there's track. And then throughout the year, there's dance team, select choir, and also the school musical that occurs during second semester. Seventh and eighth graders will have further athletic opportunities, including football, cheerleading, volleyball, basketball, and soccer. Additionally, there are numerous clubs available throughout the school year. These clubs are highlighted on our website under the Activities tab and also highlighted on morning announcements. Finally, Falcons, I wanted to touch briefly on an acronym you'll hear a lot about at Summit. That acronym is SOAR and is related to our overarching philosophy of being a Falcon. Each letter represents a word that guides our behavior at Summit. These words are safe, organized, accountable, and respectful. You will learn much more about what it means to soar at Summit. Again, Falcons, we're excited to get to meet you in the near future. And now we will transition to Miss Miller, who will serve as your tour guide to help you understand the most important places at Summit.
Hello, my name is Miss Miller, and I'm one of the counselors at Summit Middle School. and I'm going to take you on a little virtual tour of our building. As I understand it, you're probably a new student or maybe a parent looking into Summit to see if it's the right building for your student, and I just want you to kind of know what to expect when you walk in the door. So come with me on this little tour and I can show you the ropes. All right, so on day one, you'll probably start your day in the front office. Okay, your parents many times will walk you in on your first day and wait in the front office. As you walk in door one, this is what you can expect. You'll be greeted by our front office staff. Likely you'll see our principals. Dr. St. John is our principal. Mr. Pursley is our assistant principal. They're going to be happy to meet you. Same with the counselors. Again, I'm Miss Miller. Mr. Faber is the other counselor. You'll kind of walk through this little office area. You'll meet Mrs. Middleton, who does attendance and will run passes. If you ever need to pick up lunch money or something forgotten from home, this is where you turn, okay? So the office is currently unattended, but this is what it looks like, guys. So the front office, you will find friendly faces and tons of information. All right, next up is what we call the commons, or the common area. This is where students hang out before school. Generally, most kids get here about 7:10, 7:15. First bell rings at 7:25, and your first class starts at 7:35. So we need you to be prompt and on time, but you'll have plenty of time to get to your locker, say hi to a friend or two, and get to class, okay? So again, this is the commons. Sometimes classrooms will meet down here as well. And you'll be walking through on your way to other classes, but this is the commons, generally filled up with tons of students. It's where students who are both bus riders and car riders hang out in the mornings. All right, classrooms. First classrooms we're going to go to are the A classrooms. Okay, this is where we house our foreign languages. How cool is that? So 7th and 8th graders get the option to take either Spanish, Latin, or French. We like to recommend this as a 2-year commitment. Not all students have to take it, but if you'd like the opportunity, we do base those seats according to GPA. So if you want to try out a foreign language in middle school and get high school credit for it while you're here, pretty cool opportunity. Make sure you work really hard as a 6th grader, and we can hook you up. So again, first hallway here, we have, kind of hard to see, we have Spanish, Latin, and French here at Summit. All right, next up, we are at the Tech Lab. All Summit students take a class that's called Team in Tech, and you'll get more information about this as you come. But just so you know, each 6th grader is either going to be a dragon or a tiger, 7th graders are either a frog or a bear, and 8th graders are either gators or sharks. All teams are equally fabulous, but I just want to give you guys a heads up that we'll be doing some team projects in team time. And in tech, you'll be learning more about your laptop and different things technology-wise. So, food for thought. All right, now I am in what we call the 6th grade block. The cool part about coming to Summit as a 6th grader is we try to keep your classes as close as possible. They're really close to your locker. Most of your classrooms will be right around the corner from one another. We want to make this school seem as small as possible. We know that elementary to middle can seem like a bit of a jump, but trust me, after a couple of days, it'll seem like cake. It's not far that you have to go. Most of your classes are in this square, okay? So your reading class, your language arts class, your math class, and your social studies class are in a square of classes, which is pretty cool, okay? So all your classes that I just mentioned will be down here. Again, I said it's a square, 4 little hallways that are all connected, and it's 6th graders. So your teachers will be in the hallways helping you, and if you're a 6th grader, welcome. All right, next up, just down the hall from the 6th grade block, is our 7th and 8th grade core classrooms. Okay, as you can see on this big banner behind me, grade 7 and 8, rooms B112 to B127. These banners are up all over the building, guys. We help you get to your classes with as little trouble as possible. Okay, it's pretty easy. Down here, 7th and 8th graders, you're going to have your core classes, or most of them. You'll have language arts, you'll have math, and social studies down here. All right, guys, the next block of classrooms that I'm going to show you are the science classrooms. As you can see from the banner above my head, these are classrooms C101 to C106. We like to lump our science classrooms together because sometimes they'll do labs together, or sometimes they're just a little bit louder or stinkier, or who knows, whatever they're having fun with that day. So our science labs get to be close together. Sometimes you'll go outside in your science classroom, sometimes you'll be doing labs in the class or out in the halls. You will have a lot of fun in your science classroom. So I just wanted to show you that all those classrooms are together and they begin with the letter C. All right, next up we have the Media Center, which is basically at the heart of our building. It's what you'll be walking around on the way to your core classes, the way to your exploratory classes. You're going to see the Media Center quite a bit. You'll be coming in with your language arts classes, and you'll get to come in, check out books of your preference, learn a lot of information from the staff here. Just a couple things that you should know about the Media Center. You have a barcode on your lunch card that will help you check out material. It's 10 cents per page to photocopy. There's a card catalog on the computer, and the computer specialist's office is also in the Media Center. So if you have an issue with your laptop or need some technical help, this would be a really good place to come. Make sure you stop by the Media Center. All right, one of my favorite places at Summit is what we call the courtyard. It's basically a classroom that sits outside. All right, now while some students will get the opportunity to eat lunch out here, or teachers many times take that opportunity when the weather is nice, classrooms also come out here. Sometimes I see reading teachers bring their students out here for their silent reading time. Science classes come out to do labs. Just know that you'll get to come outside sometimes while you're learning here at Summit, and how cool is that? And it's beautiful, okay? Flowers blooming, plaques around here. When you get an opportunity, check out the courtyard. All right, guys, now I'm sitting in the art room. We have an amazing art teacher, Mrs. Nicholson, here at Summit, and awesome projects that come out of this room. So even if you're not naturally talented artistic-wise, like me, or if you have a passion for art, you will find a home in this room. So the neat thing is we do this class as a rotation for 6th graders and 7th graders. So you guys will definitely get 6 weeks of art. Older students can also sign up for an elective course of art, which means you could take it for half a year. So look into art. We also have art club. A couple things to know about the art classroom is you'll get a supply list, and you also get your own locker while you're taking art. So heads up. All right, one of my favorite classes here at Summit is what we call Engineering Tech or Tech Ed. All students, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade can take this class. You'll even be in a rotation if you're a 6th or 7th grader and be included in this class. It's so cool. It's an opportunity I wish I would have had in middle school. You basically get to learn with your hands, okay? You get to build things, use power tools. You're in this amazing opportunity, clearly supervised, right? But it's an awesome opportunity to explore a little bit. Maybe you're somebody who likes to build things or just kind of get up, move around a lot. Mr. Force will hook you up. You will love this class. So just know Engineering Tech or Tech Ed is a really fun class to look forward to here at Summit. All right, something super unique in our building and even in our district is the fact that we house a natatorium. This big, beautiful pool is available to you as a Summit student. How cool, right? We have an amazing swim and dive team, but in addition to that, we actually get to do a rotation of swimming in PE. So something to look forward to. Couple things to know, obviously showers are required before you get in the pool. We have locker rooms for the pool, and if you want to bring a lock, you're welcome to do that. Some of our elementary schools also use the pool and take turns, but just so you know, we do house a natatorium, so if you smell chlorine down by some of the 8th grade lockers, you're not losing it. It's a really cool opportunity for Summit students, so just know that it's available. All right, next stop on our little tour is the locker room. I'm currently sitting in the girls' PE locker room. Just want to give you guys a little bit of information about what to expect from our PE or physical education classes. 8th graders get to take a whole semester or half a year of PE, and then 6th and 7th graders are on what we call a rotation for PE. So you've seen some of the classrooms like the art room and tech ed already that are rotation classes as well, but PE you'll actually have 3 rotations of PE, 3 6-week rotations. So in total you'll have 18 weeks. Just know that that little R on your schedule means something, that rotation. So if you don't have PE on your first schedule, you probably will on the next set when it rotates. Our teachers will let you know when that happens, but we have girls PE and boys PE. Obviously each has their own locker room and is supervised by the teacher. All right, guys, now we are in the band practice room. So whether you've never played an instrument before or you know what you're doing already, you are welcome to try out band here at Summit. We recommend that students start in 6th grade for that intro level. We also offer orchestra and keyboarding classes, but just so you know, we are known for our band here in Southwest Allen County Schools. We know that those who start in middle school and start those practice years are ahead of the game by the time it gets to high school. So if you're interested in band, we really recommend it. Such an awesome opportunity and a different way to, have your brain learn a new skill. All right, next up, right next door to the band room in D103 is our choir room. Miss Banton's amazing. She does such a good job with choir students. Whether you've always had a passion for singing or you want to try something new, you can join choir any year, 6th, 7th, or 8th grade. She also helps us do the musical and lots of other awesome musical opportunities here at Summit. So if you're interested in choir, you should look into it. All right, down the hall from the band room and the choir room is D101, kind of around the corner, and that's our music keyboarding room. As you can see, we have keyboards lined up. It's a really fun, awesome class where you can perform just for the teacher. Sometimes you can perform for the whole class, but generally students have headphones plugged in and they're just working on learning music, reading those notes, performing for their teacher, and learning a new skill. So maybe something to try out. Might be brand new, might be something you're familiar with, music keyboarding. All right, here we are in the guidance department. This is where you can find your friendly school counselors. All right, there's 2 of us here at Summit, and I am standing currently in front of Mr. Faber's door. He's the Bears fan. And right next door is mine. You'll see that our names are listed on our little mailboxes outside our doors, and that we define students alphabetically when it comes to academics. So if your last name starts with A through K, technically you're Mr. Faber's. If your last name starts with L through Z, technically you're mine. Now we help each other out all the time, and when it comes to personal issues, students are welcome to talk to either of us. So just so you know, that's kind of how we divide students up. Also, you should have a pass from your teachers in order to come down to guidance whenever possible. Now, obviously, there's some emergent situations, but generally we ask that you let your teacher know that you need to talk to us or leave us a note, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. But that's basically the guidance department in a nutshell. All right, so I just walked about 5 feet over from the guidance department, and now I'm in the clinic. We have a few beds here just in case anybody's not feeling well. Also, students come to the clinic if they have medications to take every day or for a variety of reasons. So whether you're not feeling well or you need to be a frequent visitor in the clinic, you should know that you need to let your teachers know that you're coming down here before you just show up, again, whenever possible. The nurse will ask for a pass as soon as you get here. There's a little sign-in sheet. So just know that, the nurse and the counselors work really closely together, and we will be here for you. We're right around the corner from the front office if you need anything. All right, guys, next stop is right across from the front office. We call it the Student Services Interventionist's Room. So it's basically a fancy way of saying Mr. Gator's room. He is an awesome asset to Summit, and he helps in a myriad of different ways. So sometimes students come down here during team time to get a little additional support, similar to a study hall. Other times students come down here for disciplinary reasons. So in-school suspension, lunchtime detentions, different things. So you may be in this room, you may not, but just so you know, if you're looking for Mr. Gator, his room is right across from the front office, and it looks like this. So for lunch, you'll have a half an hour to eat every day. We eat by grade level. 6th grade goes first, then 7th grade, then 8th grade. Some students pack their lunch if they choose, but we also have delicious hot lunch options. We have more than one main course selection every day. You can always add to that for an extra additional fee. More information's available on that on the website, and we'll tell you all about it again when you get here to school. But just know that our lunches are delicious. It's a fun time to socialize. You can sit with up to 6 people per table. We don't save seats. We encourage students to kind of reach out socially during lunchtime. Obviously you have the time to eat your food, but I know kids really look forward to lunch. So just so you know, something to look forward to. Something that new students tell me is a little anxiety provoking for them is adjusting to using a locker. Okay, so I want to go through with you guys how to open our lockers here at Summit. Maybe you've done this at previous schools, maybe you've never tried it. The good news is you can buy a similar lock at a dollar store and practice, and every day you're here it's going to get easier and easier. There's teachers in the hallway to help you as well as peers. So I just wanted to run through with you how to open a locker. All right, so here's the locker. Basically it's a little dial, so you can just spin it to the right as many times as you want. You'll get a 3-digit code to help you open. This locker specifically I'm going to open with the following set of numbers. First number is 47. You saw me turn it right to that point. I'm going to go left past 47 to the next number, which is number 19, and then a little bit to the right till I hit the third number, which is 45. Ta-da! So just remember, right, left, right. You're going to get lots of practice and become champions at the locker. All right, just a heads up for those of you that are bus riders, this is obviously door number 6, and we'll show you on the map where that is exactly. Just want to show you to the right of that door, you're going to see that there's a bus lineup. This is for the year of 2019-20, so it will be adjusted. But just know at the end of the school day, you can see the map here. By Summit Middle School, we have 3 rows of buses. You'll see the first row starts with number 10, then 11 parks behind it, and then 40, back to number 35. And then we have a second row in the middle, and a third row all the way at the back. I just want to bring this to your attention because there's only one bus that comes to your house in the morning, but in the afternoon you're going to have to remember that number so you know which bus to get on. So we'll have updated maps to the right of door number 6 every year, but just so you know, bus riders, this is the door you'll probably be coming in and out of, and it's right by the cafeteria. All right, guys, just over my shoulder here, you can see I'm standing by door number 11. This is a door you guys are going to get very familiar with, especially if you're a car rider. This is the door you're going to be coming in and out of every single day. If we have special events like awards programs at the end of the year, or you're coming to a basketball game, things like that, this is the door you'll be walking in as well. So you'll see the carpool line kind of pointing in the direction of door 11. Follow that line. But just so you guys know, door 11 is down the D hallway, so kind of that music hallway where the band room and the choir room, different places like that are at, also by the counselors. Hey guys, all right, so I'm back in my office now, hanging out on my couch. Just had a couple last minute things I wanted to make sure that you knew as a prospective new student here at Summit. I can't wait till you're a Falcon and I get to meet you. So long story short, the best avenue you can take at this point for more information is checking out our website. You can find all sorts of information about curriculum, extracurricular activities, if you're interested in sports or clubs or just different things that we offer here at Summit that I didn't get time to touch on. Tons more information listed online. I really hope that you make it here to Summit because it's a wonderful place, and I look forward to meeting you.
Well, Hawks, Eagles, Panthers, Coyotes, and Mavericks, I hope you enjoyed your visit to Summit Middle School. You all will very soon be Falcons. And I hope that you all can confidently say, I understand what it means to be a Falcon, and I understand the most important places at Summit. We look forward to seeing you on Summit's registration day. That is Wednesday, July 29th from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. You can come in at any point during that window of time. On registration day, you will receive your class schedule, get your school picture taken, have an opportunity to purchase some spirit wear, and you will get to walk through the building to access your locker and go through your daily schedule. Several staff members will be in the building that day, along with many of your classmates, and we look forward to seeing you on that day. So, I wish all of you a strong finish to your elementary school experience, and I wish you a soaring summer. See you soon.